Hello beautiful people, you're welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be sharing a very serious and interesting story. If you're new to my channel, please stay tuned and please subscribe to my YouTube channel, and also grab your bottle of wine and a popcorn and get ready to listen to the story. So this story is about the Nigerian young man who decided that he was going to bury his father in a BMW brand new tear rubber car instead of burying the father inside the coffin. This incident happened in Nigeria here, and this young man named Azubike is an indigene of Mbosi community in Nigeria. So he decided that he was going to bury his father. So you're going to be seeing the burial where crowd, dignitaries, and community members, even people far and wide, had to come in just to grace this burial. And you'll be shocked of the kind of person they are going to be burying inside the car. This was one of its kind. This has never happened before. So people were marveled at this. Is kind of, this young man named Azubike decided that he was not going to bury his father in a coffin, that he was going to be honoring his father by burying his father in the latest brand new BMW which he bought. And the story had it that he ordered this car, people not knowing why he had ordered the car. He ordered the car, and during the burial, the father was already kept inside the car. People were wondering what he was going to do. And at the same time, the grave was dug. You know, during this ceremony, it was a grand ceremony. So people were like jubilating, during burial. Some people would be crying, mourning. But for this young man, he said he was on his own, out of his own will. He wanted giving his father the kind of burial which nobody has ever been, which has never been done before on earth. So he decided that he was going to give his own strategy and what he wanted. So during this jubilation, it was time for them now to take the father to the grave. Normally we have been used to putting the dead into the coffin, but for this case, people were wondering, as the community were like, the information was just going around. When it was time, after the whole preaching, the pastor had prayed for them to descend the deceased father into the grave. They now saw that it was the vehicle which this young man has bought, that they were descending inside the grave. And even when people never believed what was going to happen, they saw it with their own bare eyes as the parties that held the car, the rope that would be used in holding the coffin, just the same way they do before they descend the coffin into the grave. But in this way, it was the car that was being descended into the ground, and people started shouting, out of jubilation. Some were talking, some were happy. And when the guy was now asked why did he have to do that, he said he wanted to honor his own father, and this was his own way of appreciating his father for all what he has done for him in all through his lifetime. And this was the perfect way he could honor his own father, by burying his father into this latest brand new BMW car. This young man hailed from a remote village in Igbo land, Mbosi, something like that, in Nigeria. And the struggle which his father had been struggling to kind of send him to school, take care of him all through his years. And now that he has been a man, he made it. This guy splashed out 66 euro cash in this BMW just to buy a car, and that was his own coffin for him to bury his father. So this was a very interesting one. The burial was the talk of the town, and people that went there, well wishers, they went there, instead of crying, people were leaving the burial with a lot of gifts, items, souvenirs. This was like a burial, but in the same way, this burial was more than a burial. This was burial amongst burial. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you love this video, please don't fail to subscribe to my YouTube channel, like and also share this video with your friends and families. And if you're new in my new channel, please don't also fail to tap the bell for notification of new videos. I hope you enjoyed the story about this young Nigerian man who splashed 66 euros, in just a car. You'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.